Behind the eerie veil of the paranormal lie chilling truths even seasoned investigators fear to share. From cursed artifacts to spine-tingling encounters with restless spirits, some secrets are too terrifying for the public eye. Join us as we unveil 10 unsettling stories they tried to keep hidden. The haunted object that drove investigators to madness. In 2015, a paranormal investigation team known as Spectral Seekers stumbled upon an eerie antique mirror during an exploration of an abandoned mansion in Salem, Massachusetts. The mirror, dating back to 1827, was rumored to have belonged to a widow who spent her final days gazing into it, speaking to her deceased husband. Locals referred to it as the widow's looking glass. The team, led by Mark Hensley, decided to take the mirror for analysis, unaware of the chaos it would unleash. Within 48 hours, team members reported seeing shadowy figures reflected in the glass, even when they were alone. Anna Carter, a seasoned investigator, claimed she heard whispers calling her name. She began experiencing intense nightmares and withdrew from the group. Strange occurrences escalated when Brian Keller, the team's tech expert, suffered a seizure while recording footage near the mirror. His last words before collapsing were, "It's watching us." Equipment failures became frequent, and mysterious scratches appeared on team members' arms overnight. The turning point came during a live session on October 13, 2015, when the mirror reportedly shattered on its own. The team abandoned the investigation, but the psychological toll lingered. Anna Carter retired, haunted by visions of the shadowy figure. To this day, the fragments of the mirror are locked away in an undisclosed location. Locals claim that the curse remains active, and investigators warn against tampering with objects steeped in such dark energy. A forgotten ritual that opened a gateway to terror. In 1987, a team of paranormal investigators led by Dr. Leonard Hayes ventured into the abandoned Blackwood Manor in Salem, Massachusetts, known for its ties to the Salem witch trials. Their goal was to document the paranormal activity rumored to haunt the estate. What they uncovered was far beyond what they had imagined. While exploring the dusty attic, they stumbled upon an ancient leather-bound book dated 1692, filled with cryptic symbols and Latin incantations. One particular ritual, marked with warnings, intrigued the team. Ignoring its ominous tone, the group performed the ritual, believing it to be a harmless summoning experiment. Moments after the chant ended, the atmosphere shifted. A cold, oppressive energy filled the room. Jennifer Ross, a member of the team, reported seeing a shadowy figure in the corner. Within minutes, objects began flying across the room, and the team's cameras malfunctioned, capturing only static. Over the next few days, the team experienced unexplainable events. Dr. Hayes claimed to hear whispers at night, and Michael Turner, the youngest member, quit after waking up with scratches on his arms. Paranormal experts later warned that the ritual might have opened a gateway to a malevolent entity. To this day, the Blackwood Manor ritual remains one of the most terrifying incidents in paranormal history, with investigators refusing to return. The book has since disappeared, and its chilling power remains a haunting mystery. When ghosts became aggressors, the night it got violent. In July 2016, a team of 3 seasoned paranormal investigators, Mark Harris, Lisa Carter, and Evan Reed, ventured into the abandoned Harper estate in Salem, Massachusetts. Known for its dark history, the mansion was once home to the infamous Jonas Harper, accused of dark rituals in the 1800s. The trio hoped to capture evidence of the rumored spectral activity. Instead, they encountered terror beyond imagination. The night began with faint whispers and cold drafts, but things took a violent turn at 2:13 a.m. Lisa felt an icy grip on her arm, leaving visible bruises. Mark's camera malfunctioned, recording only static despite being fully charged minutes before. Suddenly, loud footsteps echoed from the second floor, though the team had confirmed earlier that no one else was inside. At 2:45 a.m., as the group attempted to leave, the door slammed shut with unnatural force. Evan was hurled against the wall by an invisible force, suffering a concussion. The trio scrambled out of the house, leaving behind their expensive equipment. To this day, none of them have returned to the Harper estate. They later discovered that every team investigating the mansion reported similar aggression, yet the footage mysteriously disappeared or was corrupted. This violent encounter remains one of the most chilling and unexplainable events in paranormal history. Unexplainable footage investigators refuse to release. In 2018, a team of seasoned paranormal investigators, led by Laura Martin, ventured into the notorious Blackwood Manor, a crumbling estate in Maine with a dark reputation. Local legends spoke of 13 unexplainable deaths in the mansion between 1905 and 1932, including that of its reclusive owner, Edgar Blackwood, who allegedly performed occult rituals. Equipped with state-of-the-art cameras and recording devices, the team set up their base on the second floor. By 2:13 a.m., the cameras captured eerie phenomena, faint whispers, flickering lights, and the unmistakable sound of footsteps moving closer. Things escalated when a shadowy figure materialized on screen. The figure appeared to mouth the word "leave" before vanishing. The most chilling moment occurred at 3:07 a.m., when the footage showed an investigator, James Porter, standing in a trance-like state. Later, James claimed he had no memory of the event but described an overwhelming sense of dread during that time. When reviewing the footage, the team noticed disturbing anomalies. Faces emerged in the walls, and objects moved on their own. The final straw was a disembodied scream heard at 3:33 a.m., followed by the camera abruptly cutting out. To this day, the footage remains locked away. Laura Martin refuses to release it, claiming it would invite something darker. Those who witnessed it describe it as proof of evil, leaving many to wonder what truly haunts Blackwood Manor. The cursed case that ended careers. In 1978, a seasoned paranormal investigation team led by Richard Holloway, a respected researcher with over 15 years of experience, encountered what would be their last case. The investigation took them to an abandoned manor in Salem, Massachusetts, rumored to be the site of dark rituals during the 1600s. Known locally as the Whispering Shadows case, the manor had already claimed the lives of 2 prior investigators who died under mysterious circumstances. Upon arrival, the team noticed an eerie chill despite it being mid-July. Strange symbols, believed to be part of a 17th century curse, covered the walls. The group recorded whispers in an unknown language and discovered an ominous diary from 1692, the year of the Salem witch trials, belonging to Margaret Crowley, a woman accused of witchcraft. Things spiraled out of control on July 15, 1978, when team member Sarah Coleman suddenly collapsed, screaming about shadowy figures surrounding her. That night, Richard claimed to feel an unseen force choking him. Within a month, 4 team members reported nightmares, paranoia, and sudden illnesses. By August, Richard and his team disbanded, citing mental trauma. The diary vanished from their collection, and 2 members, Sarah and Michael Graves, never spoke publicly again. Paranormal experts now regard this case as one of the most cursed in history. Why paranormal teams feared this abandoned asylum. In the heart of Pennsylvania, an abandoned asylum known as Ravenwood looms, shrouded in whispers of its dark past. Built in 1903, it was once a beacon for mental health care, but shut down in 1967 after a series of mysterious deaths menaced 27 patients died under inexplicable circumstances within a single year. Paranormal investigators were drawn to Ravenwood in 1983, curious about the stories of shadow figures and echoing screams. The Silver Cross Paranormal Society, a seasoned team, entered the asylum on a cold night in October 1994, equipped with cameras and recorders. Within hours, they began experiencing unexplainable phenomena. Jennifer Harris, a lead investigator, felt an icy hand grip her shoulder. Moments later, her team recorded a disembodied voice whispering, "Get out." The footage, reviewed later, revealed a dark figure darting across the hall, a figure that wasn't visible during the investigation. The most terrifying account came when Mark Evans, another investigator, vanished for 2 hours. He later stumbled out of a sealed room, claiming he couldn't recall how he got there but remembered hearing children laughing. His body bore fresh scratches that resembled claw marks. Since then, Ravenwood Asylum has become a place of fear for investigators, with many refusing to return. To this day, no one knows what truly haunts its desolate halls. the possessed doll that left everyone speechless. In 1998, a small paranormal team, led by Jennifer Cross, stumbled upon an abandoned Victorian house in Salem, Massachusetts. Inside, they discovered an antique doll seated on a rotting wooden chair. The doll, nicknamed Annabelle's sister for its eerie resemblance to another infamous artifact, had been left behind during the home's hasty evacuation in 1912 after reports of strange occurrences. As the team examined the doll, the temperature in the room dropped to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and the smell of burnt wood filled the air. Mark Evans, a skeptic on the team, scoffed at the idea of a haunted doll, but as he touched it, his nose began to bleed inexplicably. Later that night, he woke screaming, claiming to see a figure standing by his bed. The group decided to record the doll overnight. Reviewing the footage the next day, they were horrified to see the doll turn its head slowly toward the camera at 3:15 a.m., a time known as the witching hour. Jennifer reported hearing faint whispers saying, "Don't take me," when she moved the doll to storage. The team tried to burn the doll in July 1999, but the flames refused to engulf it. It was eventually locked in a glass case and remained sealed at an undisclosed location, rumored to still exude an unsettling presence. A vanished investigator, the unsolved mystery. In 2003, James Holloway, a seasoned paranormal investigator, vanished without a trace during an expedition to Ashwood Manor, an abandoned estate infamous for its tragic past. Built in 1876, the manor had a dark reputation, with reports of 16 unexplained deaths tied to its history. On October 13, 2003, James and his team of 5 investigators entered the manor to document evidence of its alleged hauntings. By midnight, they had encountered eerie phenomena, shadowy figures, doors slamming on their own, and chilling whispers. However, at 2:43 a.m., James separated from the group to investigate a loud bang coming from the east wing. When the team regrouped an hour later, James was missing. A frantic search ensued, but his equipment, including his EMF meter and camera, was discovered in the hallway, with no sign of him. Police investigations in the following weeks uncovered nothing, but James' journal revealed unsettling entries. He described seeing a woman in black who seemed to follow him. To this day, his disappearance remains one of the most chilling cases in paranormal history. The time his spirit followed them home. In October 2016, Emma Carter, a seasoned paranormal investigator, explored Redwood Manor, a site known for its violent past. During the session, her team recorded eerie voices saying, "Don't leave us." Days later, Emma experienced cold spots at home and saw shadowy figures. On October 31st, her son screamed, claiming a dark figure stood in his room. Emma consulted a medium, who confirmed a spirit had attached to her. After 6 cleansing rituals, peace returned, but Emma vowed never to investigate alone again.